Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last classes we have discussed about the topic 74th Amendment of Constitution. So in this class we have discussed that in the last class we have discussed about some urban local self-government. Okay, so this act was signed by the President on 30th April 1993. This act was amended in 1992, but Parliament have submitted this to President in 1993. President have made a signature in this act, and finally this act was approved and implemented on 1st June 1993. So in this we have discussed in the last class about the local self governments are mainly consists of three types. So whenever the cities are very large, their municipal corporations will function. When the cities are small, municipalities will function. Whenever the villages are converted into cities, that is called as Nagar Panchayat will function. Okay, and we have discussed about some important members for Nagar Panchayat and for municipalities. Councillors will be appointed, and from municipal corporations, corporators will be appointed. We have discussed about chairman, deputy chairman, mayor. These are the various positions which are appointed for urban local self government. We will discuss about the other points. Okay, children, and we have discussed about reservation also in the last class. So 1/3 of the reservations are given to the women, 33% of reservations are provided to the women. Okay, we will discuss now. See, this is the act which was constituted on 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. This part 9A, which contain nearly 18 articles in 74th Amendment, Article 243P to Article 243ZZ. So this act was signed by the President on 20th April, children. This act was signed by President on 20th April 1993, and it was implemented on 1st June 1993. Based on the recommendation of L.M. Singhvi Committee, P.V. Narasimha Rao have made some following changes in this act. Now we will continue the same topic. Next topic, fourth one, is duration of municipalities. When we are talking about the duration of all the municipal bodies, the durations will be nearly 5 years. Okay, at all stage when we are talking, the urban local self bodies duration will be 5 years. Children, we have discussed most of the position, or when we are talking about the most of the positions according to the constitution, durations are only 5 years. Even when the urban local self government, when they are appointed, the durations will start when they appoint. From that time onward, the durations will start, and up to 5 years. Okay, the durations will be up to 5 years. In case suppose if the government will dissolve, I already said you, whenever the government will dissolve, okay, government will dissolve. After dissolving the government, okay, state government, imagine the state government have dissolved. I am talking about state government. When state government will dissolve, everything will be upheld. Elections will completely held within 6 months. Okay, up to these 6 months, elections will be completely held. After completing the 6 months, elections will be conducted. But once if the state will dissolve, after dissolving any state, suppose a particular state have completely dissolved, in that conditions, within these 6 months, elections will not conduct. Okay, after completing the 6 months, after dissolutions, after completing 6 months, then elections will conduct. So within these 6 months, after dissolution, after dissolving the state government, within these 6 months, elections should not be conducted for various positions. After completing 6 months, then elections will be conducted. In case of any government, whenever any government will dissolve, after dissolving the government, suddenly the elections will not conduct. It will take 6 months time. 6 months, up to the period of 6 months, elections will be upheld. After completing the 6 months, then fresh elections will be conducted. In this case also same condition. So whenever, imagine when the government is going to dissolve, then all the local self government bodies also will be dissolved. They will also not function. Then for 6 months, elections completely will be held. After completing 6 months, after elections completely will be held. So after 6 months of dissolving, then fresh elections will be conducted. Within these 6 months, no elections will be conducted for any position. Okay, when the government will dissolve, elections will be conducted, or elections will be held. Okay, within 6 months. After 6 months, elections, in these 6 months, elections must not be conducted for any positions. Okay, After completing the 6 months, okay, after dissolving, then a fresh elections will be conducted. Okay, this is one point. Next, come to the point about qualifications. So whenever we are discussing about the qualifications, what are the important qualifications which are required to become the member of urban local self government? Okay, so first one, you should be the 21 years of age, children. Your age should be less. This is one advantage here. Here, if you wanted to eligible, if you wanted to become the eligible for this position, 21 years of age is required. You should be the voter for the particular area. So in which area you wanted to contest election, you would be the voter. You should be the voter. If you are not a voter and if you are contesting for that positions, then you are not eligible for that. First you should be the voter. If you are a voter, then only you will have right to contest election also. Okay, you can't contest elections anywhere else. Suppose if you are a local area of this Rangareddy district, so in Rangareddy district only we can able to participate in election. Okay, if you are a voter in one area and if you wanted to conduct elections in other area, that is also not possible. In which area you are the voters, from that area only we can able to contest elections. Okay, this is also one point. So you should be the voters of that particular area. Which area? That area in which you are contesting elections for urban local bodies. Suppose if you are a voter of that particular area, then only you are eligible for the member of urban local self government. Just eligibility this is. Okay. And you should not held any type of beneficial from the positions. In the sense, you should not conduct any type of profit of business. Otherwise, what will happen whenever the people are doing any business? So what they will do, they can utilize their positions to get gain for the business. Okay, that's why in most of the positions, in government positions, clearly it was written that you should not hold any type of business for the profit when you are conducting or when you got this position. You should not have any office of profit. So suppose if you are eligible and if you won the urban local self government position, then what we can do? Sometimes the people can misuse their positions and sometimes they will misuse their positions and they will benefit their business. And that's why in the constitution also it was clearly written that when you are conducting for any position, either prime minister, president or any urban local self government or anything, you should not conduct any business or you should not work for office for the profit or you should not utilize your positions to benefit your business. You should not do any type of office for profit. These all positions are mainly utilized for the society, service, welfare, etc., but not for profit. And that's why it was clearly written that no person have right to utilize their positions to benefit their business or something else. And that's why third point is you should not conduct any type of office for profit. And deposits, you have to deposit certain amount of money which was enacted by state legislative assembly. State legislative assembly will mention that certain amount of deposits you have to deposit for security purposes. So whatever the amount state legislative assembly is asking to deposit for the security purposes, we have to deposit that amount. Okay, that is one point. So what we have discussed, children, 4 eligibility. First one, you should be the citizen of India, 21 years of age. You should be the voter of that particular area. You should not be a beneficial. Okay, you should not hold beneficial for any position, and you have to deposit some amount as a security deposit for ASEAN which was mentioned by state legislative assembly. The deposit amount is also not same. If you are a BC, the deposit amount will be little bit more. If you are SC, based upon the caste and reservations which are allotted for the weaker section, the deposit amount is also quite different. But certain amount of deposit we have to make for security purposes. That is one point. Next, when we are talking about the powers and functions of urban local self government, they can make their decisions in the 18 items. So there are overall totally 18 items which was mentioned in the 12th schedule. Okay, in the constitutions, when you open the 12 schedules, they have mentioned nearly 18 items. In these 18 items, they can able to take their decisions. Okay, what are the items? See, one is planning for development. If they have a right to plan and they can develop. Second thing is primary health. Okay, for setting up of any primary health, they have a right. Okay, they can take the establishment of primary health. Okay, whether the primary health is functioning well or not. that is also under their control. Sanitation and water supply and drinking water also, which will be under the control of urban local self government, providing water facilities, providing sanitation facilities. So these all things will be under the control of urban local self government. Fire services also, which will be under the control of them, providing fire services. What is meant by fire services? Whenever anything caught with fire, they will provide free services, fire services. Okay, sometime will be free. So these types of services are also under the control of local self government. Development of roads and bridges. Okay, in cities, suppose if they wanted to develop the roads, or if the roads are not good, so construction of new roads, development of new roads, bridges. Okay, these all things will be under the control of urban local self government. Okay, that is only decentralization of power. So here we have discussed that this local self government has a power to make their decisions in the 18 list. Okay, for example, this was mentioned in the part 12 of the constitution: planning, primary health center, distribution of water, sanitation facilities, construction of bridges, construction of roads. So these all things will be under the control of urban local self government. Next, if you see State Finance Corporation. State Finance Corporation, what he will do? He will review the financial position of urban local self government. He will observe it. What is the financial position? If urban local self government, they need income to construct all these activities, then State Finance Corporations will provide income from the consolidated funds of India to urban local self government. Children's, these roads, fire stations, sanitation, how they will provide? They will provide. How they are getting funds? They will get funds from the State Finance Corporation of India. They will not utilize their income. So State Finance Corporation of India will disburse some amount, but how much amount they require, they will distribute the amount from the consolidated fund. They will distribute to local self government. These local self government bodies will take the amount. They will construct the road. They will construct the bridges. If they have to construct a primary health center, different facilities by using that funds. So first, State Finance Commissions will review the financial positions, and really if they need income, then they will disburse the amount. And elections we will conduct. These elections will be conducted by State Election Commission of India. Children already remember, whenever the elections are conducted at central level, Central Election Commissions will take the responsibility. When National Election Commission, when elections are conducted within the state, local areas, district areas, then that responsibility will be taken by State Election Commission of India. So State Election Commission of India will conduct elections for these various positions. So what are the things we have discussed? So children, we have discussed about 74th Constitution Amendment Act, which was formulated in 1992 according to the part 9A of which contain nearly 18 articles. These 18 articles includes Article 243P to Article 243ZP. Okay, so in which we have discussed about, this was mainly signed by President. President have signed these articles on 20th April 1993, and it was came into force on 1st June 1993. And what is the fourth point? We have discussed about duration of municipality. Okay, at all stage, if you see, the durations will be nearly 5 years. But in case when the government will dissolve, the elections completely will be held within 6 months. After completing these 6 months, elections will be conducted, fresh elections will be conducted. But within 6 months, after dissolution, within these 6 months, no elections will be conducted for any position. After completing 6 months, then only the fresh elections will be conducted. Qualification we have discussed. He should be the 21 years of age. He should be the voters of that particular area in which he is contesting elections for urban local self government. He should not utilize this position for any beneficial purpose. He should not work for office for profit, and he should deposit certain amount of money which was mentioned by Legislative Assembly. Whenever if you are joining in any, whenever you are contesting for any position in the government sectors, then you have to deposit certain amount of money as a security deposit. Now power and functions we have discussed. They have, according to Article 243 subsection W. So they have a power to take the decisions in 18 list. Okay, 18 items which was included in the part 12 of the Indian Constitution. Planning, in terms of primary health center, they can take decisions. For sanitation purpose, they can take decisions. Water supply, fire service, okay, drinking water, okay, medicine supply, distribution of medicines, okay, and construction of roads and bridges. So all these things will be under the control of this urban local self government. Okay, and state finance commissions will review the financial position of urban local self government. If they need additional funds, if they need funds for any construction activities and for administrative purpose, State Finance Corporation of India will provide funds from the consolidated funds of India, government bank. So from that funds, State Finance Corporation of India will distribute that funds to the urban local self government to develop the roads, bridges, etc. And we have discussed that. Next come to the point, State Election Commission. So whatever the elections which are conducted in local area, who will conduct that election? That all elections are conducted by government. According to Constitution of India, all the elections will be conducted by government only. Who? The department State Election Commission. State Election Commissions will conduct elections in the state level. Okay, and the National Election Commission will conduct elections at central level. Okay, so like that what happened? Everything is decentralized. Decentralization is very important for the successful functioning of democracy, children. Okay, children, we will meet you in the next class with a new topic. Thank you very much, children.